This is Engineer Faisal Ijaz. Hope you will be fine. In this channel, I prepared detailed lectures for chemical engineers and also for associate engineers. In this channel, you will find playlists of different engineering subjects which will help you in your study, in your interviews, and also during your professional industrial life. So subscribe my channel for more videos. Hope you will be fine. This is Engineer Faisal Ijaz and today I will discuss a very important lecture for chemical engineers. So must concentrate on this lecture. This topic is also an introduction of chemical engineering. So our topic is unit operation and unit process. If you are a chemical engineer, you must know that unit operation is the title of the books. So here as you can see some books which have a title unit operations. The entire chemical engineering is separated into two groups, unit operation and unit process. Concept of unit operation was introduced by Dr. Arthur D. Little in 1915 and the concept of unit process was introduced by P.H. Grogan in 1923. According to definition, unit operations do not involve in any chemical reactions. So unit operations only deal with the physical changes of the material. In the previous slide, I talked about physical changes. Now I will tell you why these physical changes are necessary. So in industry, physical changes are used for a variety of purposes. Before chemical reaction, we must apply physical changes for raw material because we want chemical reaction take place in smoothly and efficiently. It is a first step for economical operation. Now I will tell you what is the meaning of physical changes. We try to understand with the help of examples. The first example is evaporation. The raw material of evaporation is a liquid, and after heating this liquid convert itself into vapors. So it is a physical change from liquid to vapors. The next example is condensation. In this process, raw material is also a liquid, but here we decrease the temperature of this liquid, and after that we got a physical change and that liquid convert itself into a solid state. The third example is crystallization. In crystallization process, we increase evaporation process till got a thick liquid, and after that by some processes we convert that thick liquid into crystals. So it's also a physical change. Why distillation is unit operation? Now concentrate on the answer. So you have seen examples of physical changes in previous slides. As in distillation process, two physical changes take place simultaneously and no chemical reaction take place in distillation column. Also, distillation is only a separation process, and in distillation column only single feed entered, so it is not involved in any reaction with another raw material. So due to only physical changes, distillation is a unit operation. Now I tell you how in industries industrial equipments produce physical changes. So if we are using a hard raw material, then we will use crushers and grinding to reduce its size, and after this we will use the screens for separation, and after that if mixing is required, then mixers or agitators are used for this process, and also grinding mills are used for grinding purpose. So these all equipments are used for physical changes. In industries, a large number of operations take place. So here I summarize some processes which will give you an idea what type of processes are involved in unit operations. So if we talk about fluid flow operations, then pumping, compression, fluidization are also involved in unit operation. If we talk about mechanical operations, then size reduction, size enlargement, mixing, agitation, blending, and filtration processes are involved in unit operation. And if we talk about separation processes, then distillation, evaporation, crystallization, leaching, absorption, adsorption, and extraction processes are also involved in unit operation. And if we talk about heat transfer, then conduction, convection, and radiations are also involved in unit operations. Unit processes. Unit processes are just a chemical transformation which are important for a chemical industry. So from the following points you will be able to understand how chemical reactions are important for us. So according to first point, without chemical reactions nothing would ever change. According to second point, chemical reactions help us to understand how new forms of matter are made. According to third point, chemical reactions help us to understand the properties of matter, and also chemical reaction help us to solve crimes and explain mysteries. According to fifth point, chemical reactions help to identify and describe other planets. And according to last point, by observing chemical reactions we are able to understand and explain how the natural world works. Examples of unit process. The first example is combustion process. Here you can see the reaction between methane and oxygen, and after that we got heat and also water vapors. And the second is nitration, and we got ammonium nitrate. And the third one is halogenation process, in which we got CH3Cl and HCl. So the fourth one is sulfonation process, and after that we got C6H5SO3N. And the fifth one is alkylation process. As a result of this process we got gasoline. And finally amination process, and after that we got dyes, or also we can got medicines. As in the previous slides I told you about different equipments which are used for unit operations, but here in the topic unit process, an equipment which is used for this reaction is called chemical reactor. So chemical changes take place inside this equipment, and chemical structure of the material changes, and it transforms and forms entirely a new material.